fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Houston Texans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Come on now, come on now, let's go. Ram.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. He finds an opening past the 40 and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Steps away to his left. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he comes back with one complete. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, twisting away. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going deep for Hopkins. They got his man complete. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 41 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around him.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
To throw is Watson. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
What part did they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Richie James with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Richmond.
Throwing again is Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Though you've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. That complete to Lamar Miller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Go. Black.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Wallace, 81 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone. So
wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Come back, come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Elder. And he will take this all the way out past the 40-yard line.
Partner, that is a quarterback no-no right there. He's flushed out to his left, so he's trying to orient his body into a position to make this throw. But by then he shrunk the field, and he winds up throwing the interception.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
On the ball.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now a first carry for Deontay Foreman, who was lost to the Achilles injury last year. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Making the tackle there, Elder. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's got Fuller. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first and 10, Watson. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. Now it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down carry now for Miller. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. To throw on second is Watson. And it's caught. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw on second down, Watson. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watch the
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Great 15, great 15.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, it's Miller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. On first down, Watson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Watson. Looking to throw on second down. He's going to go up. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Wentz now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now Wentz. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab with that length. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to get...
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Here's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? From the gun, here's Watson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. 23 yards on the play. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Run. Let's go.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 50, it's Watson. Wiggles free. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And he's brought down. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here.
Richmond.
Watson on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Cornelder. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They run again with Ajayi. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back to throw, Watson. Throw left side, complete to QT. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Back 22! Back 22!
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A shotgun snap for Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Underneath for Miller. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Philadelphia, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Texans, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for our entire